and welcome to Tampa, Ybor City. This is a historic neighborhood, and we'll talk a little bit more about the neighborhood and its history once we get the video started. I'll let a few guys check in so we have an audience before we start talking too much. Beautiful day here in Tampa, Florida. No Katie today, it's just me. It's a little quiet. It is a Monday. It's not really a Friday or Saturday. But we're going to take a stroll through one of the most iconic historic districts in Florida, Ybor City. Tourist destination. And I definitely recommend that you visit this place. Lots of fun things to discover here. All right. This is the Columbia restaurant. Now, this restaurant was originated in 1905 by a Cuban Spaniard. Now, Cubans have been in the Tampa area for hundreds of years, since the late 1800s. And we're now in the heart of Ybor City. This is a district that Cubans and Italians founded mostly. This restaurant here was initially started in the 1905, but the community at that point was already established with great poets and pioneers of Cuban, you can say, businessmen and politicians like Jose Marti, which is a hero of the Cuban, a hero of the Cuban people, really. So, this street is called Paseo de Gonzmart, and Gonzmart was the last name of the person who founded this restaurant. Him and his wife managed it. He would play the violin for his customers. He would play the violin for his customers. And just a beautiful relic of Cuban American history here. A place where Cubans and Italians together forged a city of Tampa, basically. And to this day, when you look at the cuisine of Tampa, it's got its own cuisine. A lot of it is influenced both by Spaniard and by Cuban and Italian. In fact, the famous Cuban sandwich is actually an Italian sandwich. They called it the Cuban sandwich because it was put on Cuban bread. Thus the name Cuban. Zephyr Hills, Florida. Not too far away. We are in the same metropolitan area. Sebastian and Nadia are checking in. Nice to have all of you guys here. There are not too many people out here today, but there are names here. Noriega family, Ybor's finest. Lots of names on this walk. Definitely one of the most beautiful districts in Florida. Historic, and really, this reminds me a lot of New Orleans. There's a few places, even in all my travels to the United States, you're going to find a few places like this. This place just has its own particular style and just culture. And it is a little quiet right now. It is just a Monday. But this place gets packed during certain times of the year. But for my purpose, it's good that there aren't too many people here. It gets a little wild as well. We got Zephyr Hills, Florida in the house. We are now in the same metropolitan area. I love Ybor. My Theo loves their fresh smokes. Yeah, I don't smoke. Now, this area had also, other than restaurants, Tampa is known for their historic cigar factories. Like, for example, here is Metropolitan. There's, probably dozens of particular names. All that is part of Florida's history. So a lot of times we like to look at Miami as the Cuban American place. However, Tampa has more substance and more history. Later on, Cubans ended up migrating to Miami, but really the Cuban American community in Florida back in those days was mostly centered around this area here. So when you look at the Cuban American people in Florida, originally Tampa was really the real cultural hub, you could say. And even to this day, when you look at Florida as a cultural hub, Tampa is by far, and there are chickens running around here. Tampa is by far more of a cultural center for Cubans than Miami. Miami is a number of Cubans there, but when you look at historical numbers, people, by far here, the cultural aspect is what makes it more important, you could say. It is kind of quiet. I'll show you guys that there's chickens running around here. Me either. But for those who do, that's the spot and the sweet people. Yeah, yes, it is. And it's part of the history here. You'll see there's chickens on the road. I like chickens in this area. ¿Qué hola, mi hermano? Oye, tremenda gallina, Siri. So they're going to sleep. They're going to climb up on this tree here. This is probably where they sleep. One cock and one hen. And they are probably getting ready to go to sleep. They're going to sleep up on that tree. They're looking. That's right. Just a beautiful city with so much to explore, Tampa. But you can see these chickens are just getting ready to go to sleep. He's looking at the tree. He's looking up. That's his home. That tree is where he sleeps. And he's got his wife, and they're going to go. They're welcoming you, yeah. But they're thinking about going to sleep. They're looking up at that tree. I'm sure that's where they live. And they're thinking about flying up on their tree to go to sleep. Beautiful, beautiful thing. I love to see chickens. They make me happy. And I'm not sure who owns them, but they're out here. They're probably not owned by anybody. But they're looking up at their tree. That's where they sleep. And they're looking up. They're thinking about, hey, it's about getting ready, time to go to sleep. They're thinking about it. There he goes. He's thinking about it. Back in the 80s, I was a security guard in Centro Austriano Hospital, Ybor City, Spanish hospital, now repossessed into senior apartments. He failed. Oh man, he failed. I think they need to put a little step on his tree. Lots of homelessness out here. You guys will see later on in the video. This is he failed. He tried to fly up there. I don't know how close you can get to him without him getting angry. I mean, this is his home. The hen's not happy about it. He's not happy about it. All right, we'll leave them alone. They're trying to go to bed. Beautiful Tampa. Enough saying no to live stream. This is a sketchy district to be walking around sometimes, I think, too. Especially at night. It's probably less sketchy than Little Havana, but it's definitely a sketchy district. There's some more homeless people here. Austriano Hospital. Let's go for it, y'all. Yes. Oh, and congratulations on the new spot. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. It's beautiful. It is just gorgeous. You know, when you think about Florida, you don't think about historic places like this. This is something you would think about more like Georgia or Alabama or, further north. But there's actually quite a bit of historical things in this part of Florida. Red brick walls like this. It's not something you would normally associate with South Florida. But keep in mind, Tampa has been here for a while. Now there's music playing up ahead, so I'm going to hit the mute button for a minute as we continue our walk. So not what you would expect in Florida, a beautiful historic district like this. Just gorgeous. Have you been to the hot springs in Northport yet? I haven't, and I heard that the hurricane might have damaged it. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but I heard they might have had to close it. You can see it says Buckman up there. I'm not sure. I heard they got damaged. So this is one of the most famous murals in Tampa right here. So you have the chicken. You have a Puerto Rican flag on this side, a Cuban flag on the other side, an American flag in the middle. It says Viva Ybor. Together we'll be a better world. So one of the most famous murals here. Interesting. There's a pirate over here. This place is just gorgeous, man. And again, very different than any of the other cities in Florida. This is kind of like the only place I've seen architecture like this in Florida. Maybe Pensacola. I gotta hit the mute button for a second, guys. We got music up ahead. Yo, you knew that was me? All right, what's up, bro? Thank you so much. I'm gonna mute it for a minute. All right, guys. Oh, look, this chicken's got a little chick. That's pretty cool. I love how I dragged out this wall. So if you hear me mute the volume, keep in mind that's probably just because there's music playing in the background. The chicken's got some little chicks. That's so cute. Little chicks. Aren't they cute? All right. Ybor City Food Mart right here. How you doing, sir? So one of our subscribers just says, yo, I knew that was you. I just drove down 7th. Yeah, I can't hide anywhere. La Herencia de Ybor. Another cigar shop here. Again, that's kind of... oh, they have Cuban mojitos as well. Lots of Cuban... There's a Cuban around here. There's probably several. Okay. Have you been to the hot springs? Okay, so the hot springs, I believe, if somebody knows the right answer, I believe they closed it, believe it or not. They closed it after... They closed it after the hurricane. I think there was some type of damage from flooding or something. If somebody knows the correct answer to that, I would love to hear it. But that's what I heard. I'm going to have to mute it for a second again because of music. Okay, I think we're safe from the sound of music here. And the reason I have to mute the music is because of copyright laws. If by any chance the music picks up and it's detected, we're going to get a copyright strike. More Cuban coffee. I've already had some Cuban coffee today. But hey, you can get some more. More Cuban coffee. More Cuban coffee here. This is called Gaspar's Grotto. Cuban food and Cuban things are the theme here. And you're probably wondering, yes, there's a lot of Cuban crap out here. I mean, keep in mind, this was basically founded by Cubans, some Colombians, some Puerto Ricans as well. So you have a huge Cuban influence here. Nash B joins us and she says, hey, Jose, is that Ybor? Yes. Looks cleaner than last time I was there. Yeah. So during the lockdowns, they took advantage of the fact that they didn't have any people here. to repave the roads and make some improvements. So it looks better than ever. It looks better than it used to, that's for sure. It's cleaned up a whole lot. I visited Mayo, Florida, in Lafayette, Florida yesterday. They're considering changing the name to Miracle Whip about 3 years ago, but to avoid publicity purposes. That's funny. I don't know why they'd want publicity. I think the best thing about Mayo, Florida is how small and unrecognized it is. Why would they want publicity? I think they'd want to keep their little town just the way it is, without all the tourists and people from out of area. I wouldn't change a thing if I were them.
Are you just recording?
Oh, I'm live streaming, yeah.
Just like downtown?
It's just anywhere, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm live. I got 38 people. Sometimes we get up to 100 if I'm lucky. But yeah. All right, bro. But oh, somebody's dancing on the road or something over there. We'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out. There's people dancing on the road. Today might be an interesting day. We'll find out. Oh, my bad. I'm blocking the road here. Let's move along. But lots of graffiti. This can be an interesting area. Like, people can be like, it's not like as bad as New Orleans used to be, but definitely got to be alert here. You can get some aggressive begging at times here. From what I remember, I've ran into some interesting homeless people here, or beggars. This is awesome. Look at these vibes, guys. Doesn't this like feel like a little New Orleans? Isn't Ybor a poor? No, it's not. It's adjacent to. It definitely is adjacent to that, but it's kind of more diverse. Oh, this is the Italian club, by the way. You can see the Italian flag and the American flag. This is Ybor Italian club. So yes, there was. I hear some Cuban music playing. If you guys can pick up the music, let me know. 7th is safe. The around it is sketchy. I live out here. No, I know. Even like, I don't like even to be on 7th, to be honest, especially live. But it's close to some action for sure. I was driving around Tampa today doing some hood videos, and I saw all types of crap going on. All the crates will be up. Yeah, tell you what, I hear Cuban music playing in the background. This is just a cool vibe. Tampa is hood all over. Yeah, there's a lot of hoods in Tampa. But for the most part, Tampa people are, if you mind your own business, you're good. Tampa people mind their own business. I want to walk through here, but there's a lot of music playing, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the mute button for a second so we can get through here with the music. Yeah, bro, if you're friendly, we can meet up. Just remember we're live and all that. Just you're welcome to, my man. I'm trying to keep the volume off because there's so much music playing here. Another thing about Tampa that's important is they're huge on their sports. They got a lot of sports teams here. Okay, so we're back on. There's a lot of music playing, so I'm trying to keep it. Love the video, Jose. Keep it up. Ybor is gorgeous. Dude, I love this place. This place inspires me. You have Cuban. I wish you guys could hear the Cuban music, but all through there's Cuban music playing, different types of Cuban music. You got Cuban music, a little bit of rap, just a mix of cultures here. I love the diversity of Tampa. This is like a melting pot for African American, Cuban, Puerto Rican, Italian. It's just an incredible place with so much history. It's an elegant place. It's cleaned up a lot. Used to be a little bit rough, maybe in the past, but they've really cleaned it up. You can see now it's getting there. It's getting to where it needs to be. I'll be dancing down the street. We ate my peeps. Yeah, for sure, my dude. Yeah, you're welcome to show up, man. That's cool. You can say what's up. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city here. This is on a Monday, bro. Monday vibes. Where else, man? That's the thing I love about Florida. Florida, it don't matter what day of the week it is. It could be Tampa, Miami, Orlando, anywhere in Florida, even Fort Myers. There's no weekend in Florida. Florida, it is the weekend, period. So, do they shut down the street like Bourbon Street? Okay, so I remember like a while back, they ended up, it was probably during the lockdowns, they closed everything down and just redid everything during the lockdowns, because during the lockdowns, they just couldn't have people here. Tampa was very strict, so they took the opportunity to kind of redo everything during the lockdowns, and now it's back and it's gorgeous. Of course, it's a Monday, which is not hundreds of people out here right now, but this place has a lot going for it. Here's a Southern Belle. Southern Belle right here. Beautiful buildings, palm trees. Ybor City is always good. By the way, they do shut down most of the street on Friday and Saturday nights because it's wild. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Gorgeous place, man. Love the palm trees. Love the vibes. And yes, it does get wild. That's why it kind of shows to go with more of a weekday. Also, you can see there's palm trees up there. Some type of tree growing on top of the building. You guys know I'm a sucker for architecture and stuff like that. Places. It's like a New Orleans. It reminds me a lot of New Orleans. I'm gonna turn it down for a sec. We got some music blasting. No, downtown Fort Myers cannot compare to this. This is way, way better. Fort Myers downtown is not even a quarter of what this is. This place is bigger. It's more historic. It has more substance. Like when you look at downtown Fort Myers, they don't really have any, like, the buildings that are there. There's nothing there that's like, whoa, look at that. That is pimping, bro. Yeah. Okay. I've been talking about that new Corvette, man. I love that thing. I want to test drive one soon. I'm in love with that car. More history. Yeah, the historical importance of Ybor City in Florida far surpasses anything that you'll ever see in Fort Myers. So when you look at Fort Myers versus Tampa, this Ybor City is so much bigger. It's so much more. There's just so much more history here, and a lot of the history here is still here. A lot of these businesses are still running. They're still holding on to their historical heritage. Fort Myers doesn't have any of that. I can't even think about anything in Fort Myers other than like the Edison and the Ford Estates, and that's about it, So yeah, this is a much, much more significance. More significance here. There's a few statues over here I want to show you guys. Nica Habana. And this is what they're famous for here, is their hand-rolled Cubans. Hand-rolled Cubans. Great vibes. And cleaner. Makes you want to put a lift kit on my vet. Make sure you put a lift kit on your vet. No, the fact that it's low. Oh, I don't know, with a lift kit with some like big wheels would look awesome. Don't get me started on that. Just getting the Corvette would be ridiculous. I might rent one. How about that? We'll rent one. This is a mix between the Cuban flag and the American flag. Very interesting. I've never seen that before. So yeah, no, Fort Myers can't compare. Historically speaking, there's so much more, and it's a bigger district. It's probably 10, 12 times bigger than downtown Fort Myers at least. So this place has like some really interesting. I would say New Orleans vibe almost. It just has that. I don't know how to explain it, but it's got good vibes. Again, more hand rolled Cubans. They're hand rolling Cubans out here. Now there's a few statues over here, but there's music playing. There's a few statues back in here of some of the founders of this district. So that's one right there, and I think there's another one back there, unless they moved it around. But there's several important statues and stuff like that. Congrats on your great Ian coverage. You hand rolled. Are you hand rolled? I'm not a hand rolled Cuban. No, I'm not a hand rolled Cuban. I'm just a regular Cuban. I've never been hand rolled by anybody. I am not a hand rolled Cuban. I'm just a regular Cuban. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, 11, 11, 11, 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven. Jose, can you possibly do a food review on South American cuisine, including the cost? South America? You mean like Latin American? I don't mean like Latin American. I'm sure you meant Latin American. Tampa offers more than Sarasota. It does, but Tampa is so much more, like Tampa's so much ghettoer than Sarasota. Sarasota's more like a refined, elegant place. Tampa's more hood.
Yeah, it's a little more.
It's more hood, right?
A little bit more hood, yeah.
We what's up, man? Hood, dog.
More hood.
More hood.
You go down by Sarasota, but they do have their hood parts around Sarasota.
Yeah.
Man, but
This is the hood for real.
yeah.
All right, man. Appreciate it. It's really the hood. You have a good day, man. You know, hey, we're in the hood, dog. You my hood. So here's Arturo Fuente cigars. He's cracking up. Tampa means well. I like Tampa though, man. I like Tampa. If I were ever to live in a big city, Tampa would be towards the top of my list. Well, I actually live in the Tampa metropolitan. It's just on the outskirts. Depends who you ask. Some people say that Manatee County is not part of the Tampa metro area. Some people say it is. So it depends who you ask. I'm only 45 minutes away. If I left right now, I could be home in 45 minutes. So we're definitely not far from home here. 45 minutes to an hour depending on traffic, so we're not far from home. We're right. We can do this anytime. We're 45 minutes away. A 45-minute commute's not going to kill me. All right, I got some music coming up, so I'm going to mute it for a second. If you go 100 miles an hour. Okay, no, but I'm right on the outskirts. I'm on the northwest side of Manatee County. Northeast side of Manatee County by the highway. Yeah, so don't worry. Yeah, it's under an hour for sure. 45 to an hour. Somebody fell in love. Oh, the Ranch Boulevard. All right, so let me tell you guys something about this building we're looking at right here. Again, there's a lot of Cuban influence here. And there's a building in Camagüey, Cuba, which is the city of Cuba where I was born. And this building here, in its strange architectural style, Art Deco, there's a building just like that in Camagüey, Cuba, except for, I think even the color theme is similar. So this building just reminds me of a picture that my mom took with me when I was little in Camagüey, Cuba. I don't know who has that picture right now, but it just did remind me of that. Well, say it's at every corner in the city he rides. Smells a lot. Jose says it's at every corner in the city. As he writes, he smells a lot. I don't know what I mean. They got a nice few pizza places across the street. It's not legal in Florida, but there does seem to stop anyone. Oh, okay. Is it legal in Florida? It's not legal, but driving around Tampa today, yes, you can smell it everywhere. Not so much here right now. If I smell, I'll let you know. Not so much here right now, but driving around Tampa today, yes, the smell is definitely very potent in a lot of places, both in residential neighborhoods and in commercial, and even on the expressway, actually. So it's a very normal thing. It's quite a normal thing. I'm not going to go too far that way, but it's a very normal thing here in Florida. Tampa, Miami, any big city, it's normal nowadays. Legal? No. Normal? Yes. No motor vehicle cruising? What the crap does that mean? Wait, what the crap does that law mean? Does anybody know what this law means? No motor vehicle cruising? Isn't that what you're supposed to do in a place like this? You can't just drive around aimlessly? Is that what does that mean? Does anybody know what this law... Yeah, we're going to try to stay off the keywords. I'm going to... Nothing against you, Max, but I'm going to remove your comment. No offense taken, but we want to avoid those keywords. We're trying to stay off keywords. We don't want to demonetize the video. Traffic is crazy in Tampa, yeah. But, yeah, normal just about everywhere you go nowadays. You're not allowed to drive and cruise? No. I think, like, you can't, like, drive around aimlessly. Like, you're not allowed to cruise. That's the dumbest law I've ever heard. But cities will make stupid laws. That is one thing about cities is this guy's got a pre-runner set up. Not bad. He's about to go out in there and hop on some sand dunes down there, and you gotta squat that thing. You gotta squat it, man. It's just a little bit. No, man, you gotta squat it all the way, and put an Alabama tack on that thing, bro. I think it's sweet, man. Yeah, buddy. That's really the way you're supposed to do that. Of course, he's got a real, like. Now I'm gonna just show you guys the skyline, but I'm not gonna go further that way. I don't like going that way too much. But I'll show you guys the skyline real quick, and then we'll turn back around. Now, there's one building. I think it's the one in the corner. All right, guys. So here's the Tampa skyline. But we're not going to go further than that. I'll just show you guys the skyline, and we'll turn back around. I'll show you There's the Tampa skyline right there. It's dumb. I don't mind it. It's just a style. But that they actually, like, when they do it like that, they actually have a purpose to doing it. That's not just for looks. There's the Tampa skyline over there. But that's, like, the newer stuff they built in downtown. Let's hop back around and walk this again. Now, there were more buildings that I wanted to show you guys. A little bit further that way. There's a building with a plaque, but I'm not too good with Sawyer going that way. We'll try to stick along the main. Why did you choose the slowest night Monday to go to Ybor City? Quite a few reasons. One reason is you're not allowed to go into Fort Myers Beach on Monday and Tuesday, so by default we'd go north today instead of south. Also, traffic, noise level, music, stuff like that means more likelihood of me having to mute the volume. So it's a much easier night for live streaming than, let's say, we're on a weeknight where there's people blasting music and stuff. Are there apartments above the shops? I wouldn't doubt it. But I don't know why you'd want to live here. Unless you are a chronic Cuban roller. Unless you're planning on rolling a bunch of Cubans, I don't understand why you'd want to live here. It's more of a hangout spot. The historic trolley from downtown to Ybor is nice. Good to know. But we are going to... yeah, and again, too, like... when it comes to live streaming, like, there's a lot of competition for live stream views. There's too much competition. So I'm doing what I call anti-logic, or just counter logic, which is most other YouTubers are going to be live streaming during the weekend. So there's more competition. Like every Sunday, for example, Saturday and Sundays, all the other YouTubers that live stream, they live stream. So I don't want to compete since our audience overlaps. I don't want to compete with other YouTubers. So I've even been doing live streams in the daytime. I'm just trying to figure out not to fall with the crowd. Instead of following logic would tell you live stream during the weekend, I would want to live stream during a weekday. Most people are live streaming in the evening, so I've been trying to live stream even in the day. It's really ghetto at night. Yeah, you can tell. You can kind of see it. AirPods Pro can cut out all the background noise so we only hear your voice. I'm going to look into AirPods Pro. Thank you, Tom Creator. That would be a great option. I'm going to look into that. I've been thinking about that even just for my drive around videos. So I'll look into that. Thank you for the advice. And I'll definitely consider looking into that. Tampa, what? This reminds me so much of Camagüey, Cuba. There's a little ice cream place in Camagüey called Copelia. And this kind of resembles that in a lot of ways. But yeah, I'm not trying to fall in with like the other YouTubers. So all the other YouTubers are going live during the weekend. So why would I compete for the same views? You know, it doesn't make sense to me to try to compete for the same views that they're competing when our audiences overlap. If I can stand out by doing a live stream at a different time, it doesn't really hurt me in any way. But this has always reminded me a lot of my hometown in Cuba too. It reminds me a lot of Camagüey. La Faraona. La Faraona. All right. So yeah, I'm doing good, guys. Marquez says it's ghetto at night in the hood. Yeah, it's definitely Fort Myers has way less homeless. Well, Fort Myers actually, I don't know. The thing about homeless people in Fort Myers is that they hang out underneath the bridge. They don't really try to like intervene with like the downtown strip. They stay off that. Could be because the cops patrol it so heavily that they don't let them. But Tampa being a larger city, they can't really do that here. They just kind of let it. They gotta let it slide here because Fort Myers is a little bit smaller city. It's a different vibe, that's for sure. Jason's looking at the Hoochie Mamas. Okay. Jason. Give me a second here, guys. Okay. Give me a second real quick. Guys, hit the like button. We only got 19 likes. Y'all don't want to hit the like button for me? Do I exist? Son of Jay. So here's one of the many statues for the founders of this area. Centro Español de Tampa, which is the Spanish center of Tampa. Here's the Corvette. It's not a brand new one. I call Morgan & Morgan right now. I would just call Morgan & Morgan, man, right now. Call Morgan & Morgan. Call Morgan & Morgan and be like, man, my lawyer will handle this crap on the spot. He don't know who he's messing with, man. He don't know, man. Call Morgan & Morgan right now, man. You know, that's what I'll do. I got Morgan & Morgan on speed dial, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Hop on the ground and flop around like a tilapia. I just be like flopping around like a tilapia, man. I'd be on the ground flopping around like a tilapia, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. A tilapia? I'm gonna let you go, man. I gotta run, man. All right, bro. But the Centro Español de Tampa. This is the Hispanic Center of Tampa. Has a restaurant here. Why not? Molly Ferreira. Lots of historical markers here. The concentration of historical markers. They have a Jimmy John's. You know what? Forget about all this Cuban food. Let's get a Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's. You guys barely hit the like button. Okay, Schick says, Eclectic Schick says, I haven't seen Ybor in a while. Always nice to see something different that isn't always Disney on YouTube. I know, man. I'll try to keep it fresh on my channel, and that's one thing I'm doing. Like, not just wherever I pop up has to be a surprise, but not only where I show up, but when I show up. Instead of doing a live stream on Saturday, do it on a Monday and see who's up on Monday, who's off on Monday. Just try to keep the YouTube channel different and active, and not repeat the same crap over and over. You know, that's part of the thing too we've done with moving every single year. So about every 1 year we're gonna move, and I know that sounds horrible. It's hard on me and Katie to move every year, but every 1 year or so we want to get up and move somewhere else, so we can continue to just explore new places and kind of give you guys a constantly evolving content. A constantly evolving channel with a constantly evolving content. You don't want the channel to just kind of become boring. This is a new Corvette, man. This thing is the freshest thing I've seen. Running about 100 grand though. That thing is fresh. Every time I see one of these things, I'm like, yo, I can see me in this thing, bro. They are fresh. I don't even know if I'll fit inside of it, but I'm thinking about test driving one, or at least renting one for the weekend, and just see if I really like it. Dude, this car is one of the sickest cars I've ever seen dropped in a while. It looks like a Lamborghini or like a supercar, but it's just a regular Corvette, man. This thing is sweet. Thing is like, I'm in love with these Corvettes. I really am. Not sure if I'd fit in it, but I want one. You're good. You fit. I'll find out. We'll find out if I fit in it or not. I'm gonna have to test drive one soon. Look at the height of these palm trees. That is a 1, 2, 3, 4 stories up. Very tall palm trees. I used to walk in hand with my mom back in the Ybor when I was driving downtown area. Cool. Nothing like good old memories. Yes, I do agree, Max. These new Vets are sick looking. They look like a supercar. Every time I see one, and the rims, when they, those aluminum rims. I saw one the other day with the aluminum rims, and I was like, oh my. Oh my, oh my. It's interesting how this building here has like, I don't know, it looks like there's like the top story maybe got gutted, but you can see there's palm trees inside the building. That is so cool. And up there as well. That is awesome. So yeah, we're going to try to keep it fresh and different. I just, I feel like when there's a few YouTubers that I used to watch, and when I see their live stream views lately, it's like, well, they used to get a bunch of live stream views, but lately when you see their live streams, they're not getting the same amount of views. And I realized not even I was tuning in, because they're always live streaming in the same exact setting. It's always, and at first when you watch 2 or 3 live streams like that, it's fun. But after a while, you're like, oh, hold on, the same person, the same setting. No, you got to switch it up. I love the color, not Infinity. I don't like Infinities, but that color is sick. Nadia says she loves tattoos. I respect it, but it's not me. I consider my body obese. Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. No, but I don't want any. Nope, not for me. People are judgmental enough already to add another layer to it. You can't blast reggaeton in a Beetle, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. You just can't do it. Very laid back. Kind of quiet. My body is my temple. Yes, that is the reason, Cody. You understand. Cody understands. Cody understands. Your body is your temple. Well put, Jason. Cody. You understand what I'm talking about. Even though I'm obese, I respect my body. Okay, we got Virginia Beach in the house. Beach Bros Blogs from Virginia Beach. Welcome on board. It's all good. I love it because it's forever art. That means something. again, everybody has their own opinion, and we can all we can't agree on everything. And it's your body, so I can't tell you what to do with your body. It's like if you want to do it to you, that's you. That's your body. I don't think I have the right to tell you what you can and can't do. You know what I mean? But me, I consider my obese body, which is hilarious. I mean, I try like okay, so these live streams. What I want to do too is I want to show you guys that I'm walking. I've had a lot of people accuse me of being just not trying to lose weight. I'm at least trying to walk. If I walk 3 hours a week on live streams, plus I'm going to the gym at night, it's some type of physical activity. Okay, here's a vehicle that is completely average, but I love a Silverado truck. It's not a special vehicle, but it's a nice vehicle that I like. I like Silverados. Not T Grizzly look driving that thing, man. I love that. Chevy trucks, an old Chevy truck, I would be happy in that. They're hard to find. Is that area always that quiet? Good job. No, this area gets absolutely wild on the weekends. This area, you're looking at a Monday night. Wait till season comes around. No, this area will get absolutely wild. Listen to all you're good, bro. Listen, you do it. You pass, all you're good, bro. Exactly, thank you. The Italian club is just east of you. Growing up in Ybor, most of not Italian speakers' native language, also Spanish. Exactly. I'm going to turn it down for a second because we got music blasting here. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys. Sorry, there's some DMX playing. Give a dog a bone. All right, y'all. Lots of interesting places here. Lots of Cuban. Yes, there have been rolling Cubans here for a long time. All right, music again up ahead. So just give me one moment of silence, y'all. All right, guys. There's a lot of music blasting here, so when I gotta keep it on. I gotta mute it every once in a while because we don't want to get that copyright strike. Oh, music again. Ah, hold on. All right, guys, lots of music playing, so we're trying to avoid those copyright strikes. As you can see, this is a lot of culture here. A lot of unique Tampa culture. Nice Escalade looking thing. Mustang. Whoa, look at that guy. Wild. That dough down on there. That is nice. And we got the Benz on 20s. By the way, it is hard to squeeze 20s onto a Benz. That dang chicken down there. Tell you what, man, dang fried chicken too, man. There goes the Benz right there on 20s. Not bad at all, guys. DeVille. DeVille. Oh, that's a DeVille. Oh, man, this is nice. So what are you guys up to? My mom worked at a cigar factory when we first arrived from Cuba. That's cool, man. Oh, you're Cuban. That's cool, man. Cuba, Mike. Lots of police here as the night approaches. Not a bad vibe. So Ybor City is like New York meets New Orleans. Something like that. New York meets New Orleans with a lot of Cubans. Yes, it's a cool vibe. Nothing but love DMX. Okay, lots of Cuban cigars. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? Yeah, they're playing some DMX there. All right, guys. Loving this, the vibes out here. Oh, snap. Nice truck. That truck right there. Interesting. So this is the Ybor City we've been talking about a lot on our channel lately. Hola, mi paisano, ¿qué le está? ¿Cómo está? Hola, Laura García. Muy bien. Aquí estamos en el centro hispano de Tampa. El histórico Ybor City, Tampa, Florida. Make sure you guys hit the like button. I can't believe we've only got 32 likes. That's a pile of crap. If you don't hit that like button, I'm going to go down there and find you. Nothing like seeing people driving around with ski masks and stuff on. That's just encouraging. All right. Beautiful night to be out and about exploring life. Temperature is just getting to the point where there's not too much humidity. I'm going to sit down for a minute. Okay, so part of these live streams, too, is to show you guys that I'm getting out and I'm walking. I'm doing stuff. You know, a lot of people telling me, Jose, you don't walk, you don't do anything. You're just getting fat and fatter by the day. You're getting fatter by the day. No, we get out and do stuff. Absolutely, we're trying to get out and do more. Lots of life out here. And it's very chill vibe, to be honest. Nice to see you in Ybor. I'm in the Brandon area. All right, yeah, we got a lot of people from the Tampa metro area. So I'll tell you guys something. When me and Katie were about 18 years old, we were thinking about moving to Tampa because it's the largest big city near us. We didn't want to be in Miami because it's we wanted more of an American feel. So we were looking at Tampa when we were like 18 or something. Back then, rents were like $700. A ver, Laura dice, José, ¿qué tú conoces? GA, dime algo de Byron, Georgia, que estás pensando mudándome. Byron, Georgia, ¿en qué área de Georgia es eso? No conozco el nombre. No puedo mirar un mapa ahora porque tengo el live stream puesto. Bueno, pudiera brevemente ver un mapa, pero pudiera perder el live stream. Así dice, love the live stream. ¿En qué parte de Georgia? What's the biggest city nearby? Porque ese nombre no me suena. Macon, horror. Es un área malísima, Laura. Macon, Georgia is a horrible area. Laura, ¿podemos hablar en inglés o solamente sabes español? No, esa área es malísima. Las rentas son baratas, pero a ese lugar tiene un antilatino muy fuerte. No te lo, y menos si no sabes inglés. Si tú no sabes inglés, no te metas en esa área. Esa área le tienen odio a los hispanos. Es una ciudad con mucho crimen, muchas pandillas. Eso es un horror. All right, I got music blasting, guys, so 1 second. He's got that Kodak blasting. Laura, yo soy cubana. No te metas en ese lugar, mija. Mira, yo viví mira, Laura, yo viví... ¿En qué ciudad estás ahora, Laura? Si puedo preguntar. Laura, yo viví en Montgomery, Alabama, que está como a 2 o 3 horas de ahí. Esa gente del sur de Georgia. Mira, tú sabes de muchos cubanos en Moultrie, Georgia. Moultrie. Moultrie, Georgia. Moultrie. Moultrie. Métete en Moultrie, Georgia. Eso está lleno de cubanos ahí. Te los recomiendo mucho más. Moultrie, Georgia. Es much better. Moultrie. Busca ese lugar. Ahí hay muchos, ya hay cubanos metidos ahí. Muchos cubanos. Moultrie, Georgia. Busca ese lugar. Es un poquito más al sur. Estás más cerquita de la Florida. Estás más cerca de las playas si quieres ir. Busca a Moultrie. Can somebody type out the word Moultrie for me? I'm not allowed to type. It won't let me type while I'm... it won't let me type... Pan con bistec. It won't let me type while I'm live streaming, into the live stream. But if somebody can write out Moultrie, Georgia, I would really appreciate it. Somebody knows how to spell Moultrie. Pero te los recomiendo mucho más, Laura. Te digo que te los recomiendo 100 veces. En Moultrie, Georgia, ya hay hasta restaurantes, hay hasta 2 restaurantes cubanos. Moultrie. No, no es así. It's a M-O. No lleva la M-O. Just like you spelled it, but with an O. Okay, mira, Moultrie, así, Linda G. Thank you, Linda G. Linda G wrote it right. Moultrie, Georgia. I definitely recommend Moultrie, Georgia better. The Macon area sucks. Y ten en mente que son áreas rurales. Moultrie, Georgia, thank you so much. Yeah, if you're Cuban and you're moving into South Georgia, that's already where the Cuban community is. Moultrie, Georgia, eso está lleno de cubanos. Ahí están muchos cubanos que yo conozco ahí. Y también, si quieres, si me mandas un email, yo te conecto con gente cubana que ya viven ahí. Yo te conecto con gente cubana que ya están ahí. Si quieres conocer a algunos cubanos que viven ahí, yo te pongo en contacto con cubanos que ya viven ahí. But anyways, it's much better. Macon, Georgia sucks. Augusta, Georgia, it's more, Laura, si Augusta, Georgia es más bienvenido a la gente de afuera. Si yo escogiera between Moultrie and Augusta, con Augusta and Macon, yo me fuera con Augusta mucho más. Augusta tienen mucho, hay puertorriqueños ahí poquito. Hay un restaurante que es Cuban Rican restaurant that's really good. So Augusta, I definitely recommend Augusta much more than Macon. Macon is crime infested. There's gangs, las escuelas están mal, hay muchas pandillas, hay sentimiento anti-hispano. No te los recomiendo. La única área in all of South Georgia where you can see some Spanish people is really, like I said, Moultrie, Georgia. I think this guy's like a taxi or something. Okay, Laura, so you're all set. Yeah, South Georgia, it's very different than North Georgia. Once you get into North Georgia, you see more diversity, and they're more welcoming to outsiders. Anything north of Atlanta is more welcoming to outsiders. But south of Atlanta, don't recommend it. You're entering the deep south, an area that is hostile to outsiders. Wouldn't recommend moving there. We got Eric in the house. What up, Eric? Says Jose Party. Yeah. Make sure you guys hit the like button. We're only gotten 41 likes. I like to get at least 100. Not sure it's gonna be possible on a Monday, but we try for that. Sí, mira, Laura, cuando yo viví en Alabama, yo pasaba mucho por Macon. Esa gente tiene una mentalidad analfabeta. Athens, Georgia, mucho mejor también. Athens es otra ciudad bien más progresiva. No more, Eric says, no more Millbrook, stay away. Yeah, Millbrook, Alabama, igual, cerquita de ahí. Área horrorosa para los latinos. Horrendous area for Latinos. What up, Eric? Welcome on board. Love seeing our Italian flag. Yeah, this is a district that is Cuban and Italian mostly, and some Puerto Rican. I love this blue Jag, beautiful blue Jag. But I will say, for the most part, guys, you're looking at Eric. Eric will tell you. Eric is American. He'll tell you how much that area sucks. When you enter, South Georgia, Alabama, Central Alabama, Southern Alabama, Southern Mississippi, Central Mississippi, you're dealing with like the deep South, what they call the Bible Belt. Even though they're the least religious people ever, they claim to be religious, but they don't have any religious qualities. They just like to say they're religious, but they're not really religious. because the number one thing you need to be religious is love for other people, and they sure as crap don't have it in that part of the country. Don't ever end up in the deep south if you're not from there. Valdosta, not so good either. No, no, no. Now Moultrie, Georgia, is a little bit different. I'm not sure why, but there's already Cubans there in Moultrie, Georgia. And I got some American friends that are very country. But again, it's like a cultural thing too, where like even in like what's this little place, Ridgeland, Georgia, they grow sugarcane because they make rum, which is a very Caribbean thing to do. So there may be more of a I don't know what, but I don't. If you're an outsider, especially Hispanic, I don't recommend the Deep South for you at all. Stay the crap out. Even if you're Cuban or Puerto Rican and you're white, stay the crap out. They don't want you. They're gonna make your life miserable. Italiano e Latino. Italiano. Spaghetti, Ferrari, Lamborghini, fettuccine. My Italian sucks. I'll throw some Portuguese, but my Italian is definitely not good. Helen, Georgia. Yeah, once you get into northern Georgia, it's a little bit better. Once you get north of Atlanta, it changes vastly. Guys, it's turning into a beautiful night. Changing into a beautiful night. Let me see if I can sit here on this bench for a bit. It's supposed to be moving around for you guys, but this is a nice spot to sit. Yeah. My Italian is limited to pizza, Napoli, Venezia, lasagna, spaghetti, more spaghetti, extra spaghetti. Hey, speak some Portuguese. Well, I'll come in at it too, because I got a little Portuguese too. Ah, tá bom. A gente do Brasil, a gente da favela, a gente marginal, a gente traficante do maconha, a gente da favela, a gente do Brasil. Tá bom. Tá. Pá. A gente da favela, a gente do Brasil. Pá. Eric says, what up from Clanton? Jack's sometimes for breakfast, good biscuits. Dude, I love Jack's. If there's one thing that I miss about living in Alabama, it is Jack's. If you ever go have the misfortune of traveling through Alabama, you need to get Jack's. Now, some of them suck. You got to make sure you get one. Remember, it's a fast food joint. Probably lower quality than McDonald's, to be honest. Molto bella. Sottovoce. Sottovoce. Ossobuco. Osso. Might tell you what, you just shook. What up, man? You gotta choke that there right there like a chicken pot do, man. You know what I'm talking about. You know, yeah, you know what I'm talking. Might tell you, go down to Bama, got that Jack's drive-thru down there, man. You know what I'm talking about. What a beautiful evening, guys. Yo, if you go to Alabama, you got to get some Jack's. Keep in mind, look at the ratings and make sure it's rated good, because some of these Jack's, it's like lower quality than McDonald's, to be honest. But when you get a good one, you get a good one. Jose cracking up. Get that Bama down there. I'm telling you, if you ever have the misfortune of going through Alabama, they also have one in Dalton, Georgia. I think they're in Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and somewhere else. But if you see a Jack's, not Jack in the Box, just Jack's, they are so good. You can find Jack's, like I said, there's one in Dalton. I think there's one, Dalton, Georgia. I think they're in several southern states, and they are coming to Florida. They're coming to Florida. I'm going to have to turn off the audio here in a second. I hear a loud sound system. They're also, like I said, they're also in, their fries are incredible. Their chicken sandwiches are the crap. I'm going to turn the audio off for a second, guys. All right, sorry, we had some young thug rolling through here. What a beautiful district, man. This is an awesome place to drive. Just cruise through at night. Even though there's signs that say no cruising. How ridiculous. Some of these cities come up with the stupidest rules and regulations, you know? No cruising. You know what I mean? Like, who wouldn't want to cruise through here? Unbelievable. It is just, some of these city rules are absolutely retarded, you know? Like, how do you even get a lawyer to stand up against that one? You know what I mean? Unbelievable. How do you get a lawyer to stand up against that one? What, do you just buy a water at a gas station? Whataburger's pretty good. We have one here in Las Vegas. You know what? There's a Whataburger in Clanton, Alabama as well, where our friend Eric is now. I don't like Whataburger. I'm not a fan. Jack's has excellent fried chicken. They do. And their comeback sauce. Oh my. That comeback sauce. I have literally gone to Alabama just to get some Jack's. They are coming to Florida. Florida's getting one. I think it's going to be Lake City, Florida. I think it's going to get one in 2026. So they are expanding into Florida eventually. Guys, if you're checking in, please hit the like button. You know about Beefaroo? I've never heard of them. What a beautiful evening here in Tampa, Florida, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. What a beautiful night. This is just gorgeous, gorgeous. The sun setting. We have the beautiful colors above. Greens, yellows, purples. Just a beautiful evening here in Tampa, Florida. And it's a lot more chill than I thought it would be. I thought we would end up with like aggressive beggars and stuff, but it seems like we've had a much nicer evening than I expected. So it seems like it's cleaning up a lot. I mean, there's still a lot of homeless people, but if they don't bother you, they're good. The problem with homeless people is when they're like Florida Man's Olympics type people. You know what I mean? When they're trying to qualify for the Florida Man Olympics, that's when it's a problem. Whoa. I hope that was a firework. It sounded like a firework. It really did. All right. Please hit the like button, guys. We only got 47 likes. Kind of disappointing. Yeah, it turned out to be a lot quieter of a night than I thought it would. I was in the city in the daytime today, and we saw some interesting situations on the phone. Sounded like a car exhaust. No, that sounded like a firework. Be safe, Jose. Yeah, it definitely sounded like a firework. You guys know I have a little post-traumatic stress disorder from living in Alabama, so if it sounds like that, it could be a shot. It could be some bird shot, but let me just get behind this building. When I lived in Alabama, I dealt with a lot of situations, and I'm kind of like post-traumatic stress disorder about it. So if no, that's definitely not fireworks, guys. That's not starting to sound like fireworks. Crazy. Yeah, it's a 12 for sure. That's definitely a 12. There's the cops right here. It's definitely a 12. And the other one sounded like something else, so it does sound like a 12. Let me get behind this building. I know it's a good 3 blocks away, but ever since I lived in Alabama, it just makes me dizzy to hear it. Just the bad stuff I lived. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, ever since I lived in Alabama, I have been kind of a little just paranoid with that stuff. Can never be too safe. That is true. You can never be too safe. Chickens are crowing. Just got dark now. Everything is going crazy. Deep breaths. Okay. Beautiful evening, guys. Watching the sunset here. Beautiful, beautiful evening. Okay, we got some cars rolling through. Got some Jeeps. Yay! Jeeps. Motorcycles. Motorcycles and all that. So it's a lot quieter than I thought it would be tonight, though. I guess, like I said, they close it up during the weekends. So we get a walk. Yes, it is definitely a beautiful sunset here. Beautiful night, man. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening here. Let's wrap it up and start moving back that way, guys. Y'all still ain't hit the like button? Come on, bro. You can do better than that. Y'all gotta hit the like button for real. Yes, gorgeous evening here. Alright, so Monday and Tuesday they've closed Fort Myers Beach, so you can't get into Fort Myers Beach Monday or Tuesday. So I guess Wednesday will be the day I hit back down that way. I was gonna go to Fort Myers Beach today. Guys, it's 115 miles from where I live. It's exhausting. It really is. I love this sign right here. La Tropicana. Building with the seahorses on it, so it's a grocery store or what? Seahorses. Yeah, it looks like maybe an ice cream store or something. Looks interesting. Yeah, it looks like an ice cream store. Looks like maybe ice cream. Oh, it's a corner store, yeah. It's a corner store. It's a nice corner store there. Yeah, it's a corner store, but they do have seahorses on top. Yep. It is beautiful out here. Lots of police presence as the night kicks up. Thanks. City Millbrook City Hall is PS. Oh my gosh, that's that Millbrook, Alabama. I wouldn't want to see that place as long as I live, bro. Let me tell you, I don't mind going back to Auburn. I don't mind going back to Wetumpka even. But that Millbrook, Alabama, I hope for as long as I live, I never see that place again as long as I live. What a horrendous, hateful town, man. I feel like the realtor that sold me my house, he knew what he was doing by putting me there. He was trying to ruin my life, man. He wanted to make sure I ended up in the worst place possible. What a horrendous freaking place, man. What a horrendous place. We got some music playing, so I'm going to hit the silent button here. Alright, guys, so I had to turn the volume off. We had some music playing. I don't want to get that copyright strike. Here's one of the most famous murals here in Ybor City. SpaceX launch tomorrow at 9:40 a.m. Okay. Well, that'll be interesting to watch. Now, tomorrow, I can finally hit the like button and sisters. Yes. Well, Eric, man, I had the same experience in Millbrook that you did, except for me, might have been worse. That place is hateful, man. Those people are bad. Those people there in Millbrook, Alabama are bad people, man. You know, you go out to other... I encountered a lot of towns in that area that weren't bad. But, man, that Millbrook, man, those people, they are bad, man. They're bad, bad people. I got some music playing in the background. I hope it doesn't give us that copyright strike. It's loud. But that Millbrook, Alabama, brother, I hope to never ever have to see that place as long as I live. I will be back in Montgomery and Birmingham. I think pretty soon we'll be back in Montgomery, Birmingham. We're just about getting ready for another road trip. I just haven't been able to afford it, basically. It's not just been the money. It's also been the time more than the money. Money and time have been two conflicting issues. But I'm pretty sure there's really girls in... Oh, my gosh. They're not wearing nothing in there. What the crap? What is that place? They're literally wearing, like, nothing in there. You guys catch that? There's, like, not a lot of clothes going on inside that store. Okay. Muy poca ropa en esa tienda. Take your time. Yeah, no, but we will. And I was just looking through my videos. We were on the road 2 months ago. What am I complaining about? We just went to Oklahoma. I act like it's been 5 months since I've been on a road trip. Bro, we were on the road 2 months ago. 2 months ago, we were on the road. It's not like it was that, like, it feels to me like I haven't been on the road for 9 months, you know? But no. 2 months ago, we were in Oklahoma. Or 3 months ago, we were in Oklahoma. It wasn't that long ago. So we're good. I'm excited to get back on the road. But it's just been a lot. Like, having to move out of Fort Myers was unexpected. We kind of settled in. We settled into Fort Myers too much. We need to live with very little physical possessions. We don't need to have a lot of furniture and a lot of possessions, because when we got to move, we got to move. And the more physical possessions you have, the harder it is to move. Also, I got to start saving money. I'm living too much on the edge. If I got money, I want to spend it. I want to buy cars and I want to travel. And like, yo, I need to slow down. Because then when you have an emergency, like, oh, we have to move out of the blue, I don't have enough money to do it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of a problem we've been having, where I just can't control my finances. I'm just too crazy. I'm too crazy about my finances. I need to slow things down a little bit and say, okay, you know, we got to save. We can't just blow all the money. But it's a process, you know, like, maturity doesn't just come for free. You got to earn that. But after this experience, when we left Fort Myers, you know, like in Alabama, we had all our money tied up in real estate. That's something I never want to do again. We moved to Fort Myers and we diversified a little. We got land, we got vehicles, we diversified our money a lot when we moved back to Florida. But I bought into things I didn't need to buy into. So life is a learning process, you know. Life is a learning process, but we're waiting for a few things that should get us very close to having El Colombia Restaurante on the right. Delicious food. Yeah, we ate there today. Very expensive, but very good. Life's got to take it easy. You know what I mean? Yeah. That slow down. That too fast, man. Yeah, that low down on there. Yeah. I mean, life is you got to learn as you go, guys. Life is something where you got to learn as you go. Cars fly on the street here. Now we can literally be in Tampa. It's only a 45-minute drive, you know what I mean? So, or, you know, like an hour, less than an hour, you know, put it at less than an hour. It's less than an hour, so I can do more Tampa videos. Tampa has been a huge part of our audience. I can't even explain to you guys how important Tampa is for our audience. It's a city that every time I've done videos here, they do fairly well. I've done videos in Tampa that have over 100,000 views, so being this close to Tampa is incredible for our channel, because it's a city that has supported us. Like, our hood videos, when we first started doing our hood videos here, they went insane. And it's not been like, while you in my hood, dog. It's been like, hey, next time you come to Tampa, check out this place, you know? It's a place where we've got a lot of love, unwarranted. You know, it's not like I wanted it, but this city has really been good to us. And the people here have shown us a lot of love. So it feels good to be this close to Tampa and be able to give back my services for my videos to this area, because this city has really been nothing but love to us, and it's deserved it, really. So now that we're less than an hour from Tampa, you bet we're gonna be here quite a bit. My first to live in Tampa was all love. Yeah. Dime algo de South Carolina. La misma, igualito que Georgia, igualito que Alabama. North Carolina es mucho mejor. Ahora, yo conocí un viejito cubano de Naples que él se mudó para las Carolinas, South Carolina, and he liked it. Shelby County, Alabama is a very cool area. I definitely agree with you. Rich people in general are better. They work harder for what they got. You know, you don't end up there by chance. You end up there by working hard. And you know, most of the decent people that I met in Alabama were very affluent people. Most of the bad people that I met in Alabama were very poor. In fact, I don't think I met too many affluent people in Alabama that I disliked. Most of the people I disliked in Alabama were very poor. Mira, South Carolina, I don't like. South Carolina is part of the South Belt. I don't like it. North Carolina es mucho mejor. There's Cary, Cary, C-A-R-I, Cary, Alabama, Cary, North Carolina, y Apex, North Carolina. Esos son suburbias de Raleigh, North Carolina. Norte Carolina es mucho mejor. Pero Sur Carolina, eso es parte de los estados del sur. Son muy apáticos, is that the right word? Hacia la gente de afuera. No recomiendo de verdad South Carolina. South Carolina, la única área que es bien buena en South Carolina es Greenville. Si te vas a ir para Greenville, es mucho mejor. Y hay una suburbia que se llama Mauldin, South Carolina. M-A-U-L-D-I-N, Mauldin. Mauldin es una suburbia de Greenville, que es G-R-E-N-V-I-L-L-E, Greenville. Si te vas a ir para South Carolina, solamente el área de Greenville y la suburbia de Mauldin son lugares bien buenos. El resto de Sur Carolina no me gusta. Charleston tiene un restaurante cubano y es una ciudad coastal, al lado del mar. So, Charleston puede ser un poquito mejor, pero Columbia, South Carolina es horrible. Orangeburg, horrible. No te recomiendo Sur Carolina. Las únicas áreas que son más o menos son Charleston y Greenville. Greenville está mejor y Greenville está en la 85 yendo para Atlanta. Un área un poquito mejor. Somebody says, sorry, I don't understand Spanish. Well, we're trying to help people that are moving, so if they speak Spanish, they need good information, so it's not a big deal. We don't really. I don't speak Spanish 90% of the time on the channel, but if once in a while, I get that green light right there. You got to get past that wrong way down there, buddy. Take that wrong way down there, man. Car fell asleep and the car just drove around it. Ok, gracias José por tu ayuda, no, de nada. Especialmente si no sabes, mira Laura García, si tú no sabes inglés, esos lugares americanos así racistas, te va a ir pésimo. Pésimo. No sabes ni inglés. Si no sabes inglés, no te metes en un lugar de eso atrasado. O sea, lo primero que tienes que hacer es aprender inglés. Ya no vas a aprender inglés, que te vas acostúmbrate a Miami y Hialeah. Es triste decirlo, pero you know, you gotta learn the language. You're never gonna be anything without it. Jose casually goes to the American backwoods accents afterwards. Might tell you what, I got back that dang poop down there. We'll hop back over to English. Forget about English. We're gonna hop on over to English. Not even English. We're gonna hop on over to English. Yeah, but if you don't speak English, you definitely don't want to end up in South Carolina. If you don't want to learn or haven't learned English, you better stick to a big city. Yeehaw, Matt, tell you what, you get that damn burn barrel down there. I tell you what, you just get yourself a nice little burn barrel, put it outside your front lawn, You can burn your garbage in your front lawn with that burn barrel down there. You just put a little bit of WD-40 on that, and they'll burn barrel down there. Burn pretty good. The hillbilly accent is hilarious. Not only is it hilarious, it's actually quite accurate. That's what people where I lived in Alabama, that's what they talk like. I picked it up. Not everybody, that's called an Appalachian accent. Not everybody in Alabama speaks like that, but I've definitely met people like North Florida, Alabama. I tell you what, y'all just put that dang WD-40 on that thing right there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, buddy, you know what I'm talking about. How am I the most obnoxious person here? This place is cleaned up a lot. But yes, my Alabama accent, not only, it's pretty accurate, man. And that's called an Appalachian accent. Appalachian. Spilled my tea. Man, I tell you what, you're about that thing right there, man. Well, I had a neighbor in Alabama, and he spoke like that. When I first met him, I was like, sir, I can't understand a word you're saying. But after like living a year next door to this guy, I picked it up pretty good. He was actually a pretty cool guy, but I loved his accent, though. You know, this guy's accent was just something else, man. This guy's accent was, he really would talk like that, man. He'd be like, Matt, hey, what? You put a boat in down there. And I was like, what the crap? Oh, man. That's a real accent. Like, y'all think I'm playing. One day you're going to get off on an exit in the middle of nowhere in Alabama. You're like, sir, do you know where I can find Blingsley, Alabama? You're like, Matt, tell you what, get on that highway down there. You're going to be like, what the crap did that guy just say? I tell you what, you can put that highway down there. Yeah, tell you what, you know I can find some good barbecue around here. Y'all don't know about no barbecue down there. Okay, y'all don't know about no good barbecue down there? Yeah, y'all don't know no barbecue down there. If you hear yeehaw in the middle of the night, run. Run fast. Nah, man. I think overall, Alabama people are good people. It's just... It's an isolated area. They don't know how to deal with outsiders. I love that place. Yeah, man. They are very fancy. Very fancy area. I will say, you know, for the most part, Alabama people are kind-hearted. They're good people. But they just don't understand... They lack education. And when I first moved to Alabama, I didn't want to believe that. I wanted to believe that they weren't retarded, but after a while I realized, I'm like, these people have no education whatsoever. Oh, we did earlier, earlier we passed it, but that was later on. My family's from Birmingham. Well, Birmingham is totally different. You just got to keep in mind that Birmingham is 80% African American, 77% African American. So it's a very different city culturally than the rest of Alabama. It's a weird area, it really is. But I wanted to start a series of telling you guys my my stories of living in Alabama. But I don't think that some of these stories are upbuilding, encouraging, delightful. They're just kind of sad and scary. And I don't even know if it's worth designating time of my life. Interesting stories. But definitely interesting, but at the same time, not sure that's the energy that I want to put out. I want to kind of leave that chapter of my life behind. I'm living an incredible life here in Florida, and I don't want to put too much time into something that was passing. You know what I mean? I don't want to dedicate that much time to something that's just kind of passing and you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to... Oye, ¿viste eso, mi hermano? Oye, de madre, a serie. ¿Tú viste ese tipo, mi hermano? Bro, qué locura. Fíjate, yo lo vi y yo dije, me voy a parar. Yo estaba sentado y dije, me voy a parar porque este tipo me mete un palo en la cabeza para quitarme el teléfono. Está loco hacer, está loco para carajo. He hit that. That guy literally threw his bicycle at a car. I knew he was shading when he rolled by, because see, I was sitting down. I was sitting down and I stood up and I put my head against this post. Dude made me. I felt he was sketchy the moment I saw him too. I'm out, guys. It's getting sketchy out here. Let's get up out of here. It's getting sketchy. All right, guys. So I got a lot of Tampa videos coming from today, but I'm out. It's starting to get sketchy already. As you guys saw, that guy pretty much try to hit the car with his bicycle. You know, like trying to stage an accident. You know what I mean? He's trying to get a lawsuit. So it's starting to get sketchy out here. You notice that I was sitting down. When he passed by, I stood up because I didn't like the dude. He just had a really bad vibe. So don't relive the trauma. No. All right, guys. So we're out. Good vibes, but it's starting to get a little sketchy. We're out, guys. That sounded like a Telemundo commercial. If you llama a carne y pinta lugar. All right, guys. We're out. It's getting sketchy out here.